What? Well, you're live now, Stone. But you just, you've been screwing it all up. We're hot. I mean, I'm freaking hot as hell. Ho! Are you?
You don't have any cat ears, though.
I wish I did. Honestly.
I thought you were gonna do that.
Hey, when did
No,
straws become evil?
I keep
Who?
hitting the butt. It makes me pretty, but it doesn't. Give
I
me
don't know,
cat.
but see, I got my metal one.
Straws are all evil now. Like it seems like it went from like straws were cool, everyone's fine with straws, to now if you have a straw, you're the devil, and you're gonna.
No.
What?
You just need a.
Well, you heard about this? Like
Permanent straw.
everyone's getting rid of straws. Like apparently
You
they're
don't ban
killing
them?
dolphins or something.
You gotta get a metal one.
Yeah, or a.
Well, I've seen cardboard straws being used now.
Yeah, that's like the new
Yeah.
thing. It's like, but if you use like a plastic straw, like you are going straight to hell.
But the problem with the paper ones is you've got like
Yeah, what the
you've got a
fuck?
lifespan of about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
When they get foggy,
Right.
they don't work anymore.
Right?
I try to get a bunch of straws made out of like sugar.
There's no such
So-
thing as a paper straw.
There is.
There
That
is.
bullshit.
It's like, you know, those. Do you ever get those pixie
No.
sticks when you were a kid?
Don't
And
believe
they have
Yes,
sugar
yes,
in them?
yes.
Same deal.
Same thing.
lies.
Listen, if you were smart, you'd carry around a bag of Twizzlers, cut off the two ends, and use your Twizzlers as straws, gentlemen. I'm just throwing it out there.
Genius.
But you know it.
Or you just don't use a straw.
Landon, you're quiet again.
It's better that way.
I know.
Just
How
like
do I
just
host-
tell me, right? Because it's
How
meant
do
to be boosted in post. It's not meant
Right.
to be like,
Right.
better.
Oh, look at me. I'm orange.
Hello? Is it better?
It's gooder. It's gooder.
There we go. It's woke up many families.
There you
Oh.
go.
Oh,
How do I
look at that
host?
face. It's you do /host and then the channel.
Oh, you want to see that? Hey, Emma, come here. You want to meet someone fun? Come here.
Is there a new cat?
No. Emma, come here.
I hope it's an animal at this point.
This is Emma. Emma made friends with a skunk yesterday.
Really?
Oh, you're
Hey,
fucked.
Emma.
Emma, your Uncle Landon's over there.
Hey.
Oh.
Nice meet- Does.
Breath still
Oh.
smells like skunk. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah,
The skunk?
she was in our backyard, and it's funny because I put out ant poison because we found a bunch of ants. So I put out ant poison. She's never messed with it before.
Okay.
Just put out straws, apparently.
Yeah, murder all of them. And so she was outside. We let her outside use the restroom. She came back in the house and she was drooling and like foaming in her mouth. And we're like, oh my god, she must have like eaten some of the ant poison.
Yeah,
We
totally.
start freaking out. We like wash her mouth out. Katie gets on the phone with poison control, and then we're just dealing with Emma. And she seems like after a little bit she's fine. She just smells like death, and it's like, and it smelled like the house was burning. Like it literally smelled like fire, and ultimately like the poison control people, like Katie's like, yeah, like how long will it be before it stops smelling? And they're like, shouldn't smell like anything. And then she was like, was she outside? And Katie's like, yeah. She's like, do you have skunks in your area? And it's like, yeah, we actually do.
Yeah.
And then we're like, and then my buddy and I, the two of us walked outside and we found this one corner where it was like death. It just was horrible. And then it was like, oh yeah, she got hit by a skunk. We were 95% sure of it. And so we cleaned her off, like washed her off and everything. And then last night we went out to dinner, a few hours later after trying to clean up, like house reeked, and we put all this like vinegar and all kinds of stuff to try to kill it.
Yeah.
Then we were going to our restaurant, and I was telling Katie, I'm like, oh, I wonder if we should check the cameras and see if we saw anything. And Katie found the point where Emma was by her back door, and then like she kind of like heard something, and she jumped down, and then you see this black tail come up, and then Emma and then like runs the opposite direction. I was like, oh yeah, she 100% got nailed by a skunk.
Nice.
And so I think she's gonna post the video up on her Twitch or her Twitter account. But anyway, so the last couple of days our house has kind of smelled, because Emma, we let her in the house and she just walked through the house and it was like, but she was like drooling, so dripping like skunk juice on our floor, and just
Can't you do like that tomato sauce or tomato juice bath or something?
apparently that's a thing, but it's just super messy. And they say there's other ways you can do it. Like it's a mix of white vinegar, baking soda, and like dish detergent. You like mix it, like it's like a small amount of dish detergent, and then like a liter of vinegar, and then like well, and then like a quarter cup of like baking soda and mix it all together, and that like gets rid of a lot of the smell. But we washed her with stuff like there's stuff you can use to like wash animals with, and then we like just doused the whole house. And she's pretty good for being hit in the face by a skunk. So anyway,
She's doing pretty well for, you know.
but yeah, Katie said she was gonna post it up on her on her Twitter account. So I don't know if she'll do that tonight, but we have the video. You can literally see her like react and run away. It's just like, that's bad. That's bad.
Oh.
So anyway, hi everybody. How are you doing?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm
Maybe I
good.
said about 2 hours. We just lost 10.
So Landon has
His
to go to
meter's
bed
running.
by in a couple hours, so we have to get started early.
Oh God, it's always Landon's fucking fault.
Look.
Listen, we can.
Videos to make. It's just the way it is.
Are you already asleep?
This is actually a recording of him.
I'm on the way.
Are you?
Well, let's get started so we can take his gold.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I'm here.
Well, remember where we left off? You had just defeated the great Ulef. And I believe it was Lazar.
So call me that. It triggers me.
What'd you say, Lazar?
My name's Frank.
Frank, I believe you had made a new friend?
Yeah, what did I call him again? Fluffy. Yeah.
That's what you went with?
Yeah, of course. I'm an idiot. What do you want?
Nah, I thought you had
He was a
different
direwolf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to add that to the sheet. Sorry. Yeah, Fluffy the direwolf, which is 15-story tall direwolf.
Yeah. It feels like
Story.
the last episode, the last time we played, there wasn't a lot of movement. We did bump into Nefit Risotto.
Yep.
Is it actually risotto? Or is
Yeah.
that- that's what
Yeah.
It's
and then so
Maybe-
we got
Jack, I
which
think your
story?
camera froze.
what?
Yeah, I did that ages ago, and I'm just like, I want to see how long it takes for people to notice.
Oh,
Yeah.
my camera's off.
let it go, Jack.
Son of a-
Let it go. Let it go.
I was doing the whole. I was explaining. There we go. Hi, everybody.
There he is.
I downloaded a way to control my stuff, and apparently when you close that, it just freezes the camera. So that's stupid, but whatever. So Nefit Risotto, he's an elf.
Yep.
It's our buddy Steve over there. So we're still not sure who he seems to be very quick to jump alliances based on whether or not he'll live or die.
I mean,
The only
Good
note I have,
observation.
the only note I have is that he ate his brother.
That's true.
Not sure if that was accurate, but I feel like the guy really sucked at telling the story, so it was like he kept changing the story. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. It happened.
And then I stabbed Mage Bane into the ogre's back, and then a green shroud went around him. And then Dum Dum over there tried to steal my sword, and he did not want to be hanging out with him, so it flew back to me, which is pretty cool.
Just let that sword know it's going to become my bitch.
Let's see here. Yeah, no, it wasn't a whole lot. There was a lot of pain. We got hurt quite a bit.
Yeah.
But didn't
You-
I save your ass? Like I'm pretty sure I shot somebody while you were climbing up a ladder or something.
No, that was just in Vancouver. That's when you and I were hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, totally different. Yeah, same but different.
Vancouver?
I don't know.
I don't know, it was the first Canadian city that popped in my head.
Yeah, it worked. I mean, I went with it.
Aren't you in like Toronto? Isn't that like halfway across Canada?
Dude,
Vancouver
let's
just
not-
above Seattle, dude. This is close to you.
No, I'm
You guys
saying,
are
I'm saying,
breaking
I'm
my-
saying, isn't Steve in Toronto?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't be a wet blanket, Eric. You
Yeah.
know?
Steve, can you give us your address right now? If he doesn't
Yeah.
let us know where you live.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
post it up here in a second.
You're breaking my immersion. What's a Toronto?
What's a Toronto?
Yeah, it's a deadly water beast that is made of 5 different trunks.
Wait, you
But
live
it's
in
super
that?
polite.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
So where are we? Yeah, let's go. Let's just start eating. We're eating the giant, right? That's where.
yeah. So you killed the great Ulef and his one dire wolf that ran away, and Fluffy now remains with the party under Lazar's command
Yep. Forever.
forever. So Frank, you now have Bob and Fluffy.
Yeah. And
With
Bob
you?
has learned how to ride a direwolf, by the way.
Has he? Oh yeah, you did charge up the front of the great Ulef.
Yeah.
Uh,
Me and my pig sitting on the back of a direwolf. Just normal D&D, guys.
Yeah.
Normal.
Hey, guys, I don't know about yous, but I could use a little rest here. You think maybe we can
Nope.
hold up for a little bit?
We got time. We're on a ticking clock. We still got to find the gem, right? That's what we're looking for, a gem.
mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, we still haven't found the gem. No, don't wait.
What gem are we looking for?
you may be looking for a gym, but I'm looking for a place to maybe sit down and cool myself off a little bit. I'm very, very close to death right now.
Yeah,
I'm
but,
southern
close
for
to-
some reason on that one. I'm very, very,
Very close.
very, very close to death. Oh my lord.
Sweet, dear baby Jesus. Your baby Jesus manger.
I mean, we can rest. I'll let you rest.
All right, a short rest is what, like 2 hours?
Yeah, you can do anywhere from 2 to 4 hours if you want.
How much to fill up hit points? Is that 4?
That's 8 hours. So with the
That's a
short
full rest.
with a short rest, you get to spend hit dice. So you guys are level 3, Nefitz is level 4. You can get to roll up to your level in hit dice, and that's how much HP you get back. After
So
after
hit
a
dice-
long rest, you'll gain half of your total hit dice back. To use.
So hit dice would be for me D6.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. So I could do a max of 18 or a min of 3. I mean, max would if I got 666, the devil's number, I would be full health.
Number
So.
of the beast.
Oh wait, Eric.
Yes.
What were those dice that that you got me onto last time?
Oh,
Roll 20.
Go on to roll 20.
Rough 20.
Yep.
So okay, well, so like a 2 hour rest, is that enough to at least throw some hit die, or how
Yeah,
many?
yeah. You can roll your hit dice with that.
At 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you guys was sort of let me take a short rest here, that'd be great.
Is
I'll let you lick your wounds.
All right. Thank you very much, you kind soul.
I mean, look, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm pretty hurt too, so I should probably do the same thing.
Hey, Risotto, you wanna calm down for a little bit, relax for a little bit, and maybe take a load off?
No. No.
I
think,
still say we eat this guy. I mean, there was a period where I liked him, but like
I'm warming up to that.
no. You know what? I'm gonna look around this space we are now.
Are we in the room where he came out of? Is that where we're at?
You're still in the hallway right outside. You can go
Alright.
into the Great Ulef's chambers if you want to. Oh, actually,
Yeah, I
no.
think I'm
No, you. Excuse me. You did go in because you got the rapier and you've got a potion and all the gold that you found inside of his chests.
But
That's
but
right.
Lan and I didn't know that, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
We
So
didn't know that.
That's right.
I found the rapier. That was it the rapier I had.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like I grabbed his giant axe for when I was a giant. I feel like I wrote that down.
You can.
That
You can.
wasn't
You
that.
can. You.
I don't know if that's feasible.
You can take his axe if you want.
Yeah, I know. I thought I did that. I thought I strapped it to the direwolf.
You did.
for later.
Yep.
Right. All right. Well, that's accurate then. Sorry, catching up.
All right. So, what do we find potions in there?
You did find a potion.
It was a potion I didn't recognize, right?
Exactly.
Is that what it was?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. all right.
How long would it take for me to figure out what kind of potion it is? 2 hours?
About an hour.
All right. I think while I'm resting, can I short rest and take a look at that?
Sure.
All right. So I'm gonna sit down for about 2 hours, and
Have-
look
have
at this
a good think.
potion, and let my wounds heal.
Okay.
I don't know what everybody else is doing.
What? Yeah,
I mean, I
Brother
feel like I gotta
Cornelius.
do
What are you up
very-
to?
same thing.
after expending all his spells supporting our battle efficient company, I think it is maybe time that Brother Cornelius is just going to spend his time renewing his covenant with his goddess Timora for the next time our party bleeds everywhere.
I mean, it was either that or you take the axe to the face. What do you prefer?
oh,
Brother, you underestimate Brother Cornelius's speed at running in the opposite direction. But
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it in action.
I will. What does a short rest do for spell
Unless you're an elf, not much.
Okay, so only the long rest
Mhm.
is where. Well, I'll take the hit points. I'll do the short rest for now. Just
Okay.
to heal the hit points. And you said I roll.
Yep, you get to roll up to 3 dice of your class hit die.
What's a fighter's hit die?
Should be a D10, I believe.
Jerks.
Ha ha.
My rogue.
Out the three, I get to choose
die.
which one, or I choose one of those, or do I just add them up?
You just add them up.
Ooh.
Okay, I get an 18 back then, so I'm like full health.
Okay.
So,
Did you really?
yeah.
I hate you.
Nefitz, with these 3 sleeping in the great Ulef's chambers, what are you up to?
I'm debating going through their pockets, but
Okay.
um,
Do you in fact want to do that?
Just remember, I have a direwolf watching over
I'm also
me.
part thief, so I'm very quick.
I think what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna use my primeval awareness to see what's within range.
Okay. So as you start to focus down the hallway, you don't see. One second. You don't see much radiating out of the hallway. Back from where you came is desolate, and you see that the hallway that you fought the Great Ulef in goes down about another 125 feet, and there is a door at the end of this hallway that is shut. You.
So we're just gonna run through that, right? Like, there's not even a thought. Just gonna power through.
We don't know where it is yet. We don't know what it is yet.
Well, I know. I'm saying. I'm just like.
I'm napping right now, you cheater.
What are your
is it like an
Nefitz?
actual, like,
What's your
Yeah.
favorite enemy?
What's my favorite enemy?
Favorite enemy?
Squirrel.
I mean, I like to fight squirrels.
The squirrels?
who does?
No, let him pick. Let him pick. I don't want to influence his decision.
So, my favorite enemy is this
What's the enemy that you love to kill the most?
dire wolves.
Okay, so you when you are using your awareness, you sense that there is a dire wolf in the room with you.
Weird.
It's like, whoa, hey.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skunk.
But you-
the chat says skunk.
But you do not detect any other dire wolves in the area around you.
Okay. So that's it.
Yep.
But he'll be mad if I kill that guy.
I mean, you could do it, but then you'll be dead and you will not be here anymore. So it's like it's just a choice you got to make.
It's such a final decision, you know. I mean,
Yeah, life for life.
it's true. I mean, very Fight Club of you. Okay, so do I have any other actions right now, or am I just waiting?
You can do whatever you want. I mean, you're not. You see the brother Cornelius, Frank, Bob, Fuzzy, and Blitz all kind of taking a nap around the chambers of the Great Ulef. So
Fluffy, right?
Fluffy,
Fluffy.
Fuzzy, sure. Fizzy,
Okay, well, you said there's that door down the hall that's closed, right?
yeah.
I'm gonna just fire down there and see what's up.
Okay. So you leave the rest of your party behind, and as you start to make your way down the hallway, you see that on the you get about 50 feet down, and then notice the marble of the right hand wall starts to crumble and slowly turn to rubble as the right wall opens up into about a 20-foot cavern, and past this 20 feet, the hallway starts up again, and you see the doorway. And inside if you peek around the corner and look inside of the cavern, you see. It looks.
Should probably be paying attention to this.
You see basically a haphazard stack of crates, barrels, sacks, and all different types of bundled provisions litter around this cavern. You see that there are 2 passageways that lead east and west halfway through the cavern. And in the southeast corner, there is a passageway as well.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna go through the provisions and see what's up in those. I'm gonna check the sacks.
You find a lot of foodstuffs, apples, oranges, rotting meat.
Ooh. So is most of it edible?
Mm-hmm. If you'd like.
I'm gonna huck a bunch of it back to my team.
So you're bringing a couple of these sacks back to the chambers.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop some sacks down on my team.
All right. So as you
What?
so
He's a sack man.
as you enter the great Ulef's chamber, Fizzy lifts his head up, and you see a direwolf just eyeing the bags that you're bringing into this room.
Landon, turn your compressor off.
I don't have a compressor.
Well, let's start talking.
Well, what do you want me to do? It wasn't my turn.
No, you said you were like, I saw like you reacted because he called it Fizzy, and you were like,
Yeah, I went like I was.
and that was it. And I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure you're heard. Okay, sorry, Steve. Apologize.
No. I enjoyed hearing about compressors and stuff. That was cool. Okay, so like the direwolf's eyeballing me. Like my favorite enemy is eyeballing me like he wants to take me downtown.
He's looking at you a little suspiciously.
All right, well I'm gonna huck the direwolf a piece of rotting meat.
Now you see Flippy just mounts onto the meat that you tossed into his maw, and he is looking at you now with a very favorable expression on his face, as though you just made a new friend.
All right.
I don't like this. I feel like I'm being cheated on. I don't like this at all.
You're asleep.
Should have put a ring on it.
Yeah.
No, it's like, look, I'm.
If you like, you should have put a leash on it.
I think I'm gonna rename his direwolf Beyonce, and I'm gonna throw it another chunk of meat.
And he just gobbles that down as well, and is kind of looking at you with puppy dog eyes now.
Man, this is going great. I'm gonna call him over.
What are you calling him by?
Beyonce.
And roll me a animal handling check.
When I wake up,
And you will have advantage. You'll have advantage on this check because you threw him 2 sets of meat.
So Steve in D&D Beyond, it's that longer second column or whatever, whereas like acrobatics, animal handling was the second one. So you'll see what you're.
I'm a master animal handler, and like I feel like the spell should never be broken. But I see where this is going, and I'm not happy.
I mean, it's not great. I'm at a +0.
That's fine. So you just roll your d20. That's fine.
Okay. All right. So roll my d20.
Yep.
20, roll
Got an 8.
8. What's the 3?
We just hit it twice for some reason.
Why did that happen last time too?
You're doing the same thing, yeah.
You're so bad at this dice rolling. It's unbelievable.
Wow. I don't even know how I do that.
All you gotta do is roll a dice, mate. It's not that hard.
I mean, I did it. I did it so good. I did it twice.
You got 8 though.
Is
so-
that the usual line you use for that?
I mean, I've had worse lines.
Yeah.
All right. So I rolled an 8.
So Flippy comes over and puts his nose into the palm of your hand, as if he kind of wants more meat. He's nudging it a little, not nozzling in the palm of your hand.
This is getting a little risque, but I think you know what? I'm gonna give him another bit of meat. I'm gonna give Beyonce some meat.
Okay. And he eats it up, and you can roll one more time.
Oh yeah. Beyonce's loving this. Hang on a second.
How many turns is you got 12?
Brandon is so tense right now.
How many turns is he gonna get to steal my direwolf? Let's give him another turn.
How many times have you tried to steal my sword?
Once. Technically.
Yeah, once.
First time was me trying to win it originally. Whatever, forget it. Go, move on.
So
I mean, I would think your pig's a little jealous at this point anyway, so I don't even know
We're
if you
a
want to
team.
get into all that.
We're sharing.
at this point, Bob is nuzzled up underneath into the armpit of Frank, as they're curled up in a nice ball in the corner. But you see Flippy take the meat, eat it, and go back into the corner and nuzzle back up with Frank.
No.
What a slut. Okay. So do I have it? Am I done?
You can still keep doing whatever you want.
This guy.
I'm gonna. Do I have any fresh meat?
No.
Beat it the pig.
Oh, can I give Bob an apple?
He's gonna, oh my god.
Do you want to wake up Bob and give Bob an apple?
Well, Bob
Yeah,
and for
honestly,
apples. I mean, come on.
Us stone how that went. Actually, this guy wouldn't know, so don't. Yeah, you go try it. Go try it.
You know what? I'm just gonna roll Bob an apple.
Okay. So Bob is nuzzled up into Frank at this point.
Yeah.
How are you gonna roll this apple at him?
Like a little bowling ball. Just
Just-
So I'm aiming for his cute little snout.
That's in Frank's armpit. Okay. Roll me an acrobatics check,
Okay.
or an athletics check.
Athletics check. So that's a +4.
Mm-hmm.
An 8.
You got a solid 8 on that, huh?
Solid 8.
So
Steve,
you
you're that mediocre tonight.
yeah. So you take an apple out of one of the sacks that you brought from the cavern down the hallway, and you roll it over, but it slips out of your hand, and it kind of curves as it's rolling towards Bob and hits Bob right in the ass. As you see Bob wake up, turn around, and start to just stare at you.
No. He immediately charges at him in like a sleepless fury. He's just like startled and charges at him.
You
Ready
have
to attack.
You have a pig now charging at you.
Yeah.
All
We're all
right.
sleeping.
I know how this story goes.
Bob has killed before. just be very aware.
Steve,
Stop laughing about it.
Steve,
Not a
make
humorous time.
me
It
a
was
strength check, Steve, or Nefitz.
Okay. Strength check.
It's a tank little pig, trust me.
So just a straight strength.
Yep. Just roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Okay. So 12 plus. I've got my modifier is the plus, or
Yep.
is it my?
Yep.
Actual?
It's the plus. Yep.
It's a +2.
So you got a 14?
Yeah.
So Bob had a 7. So Bob rushes into you as he's charging, and you can easily grab onto him and stop his charge into you. What do you do now?
I try and feed him another apple.
Okay, Frank, roll me a perception check.
What's he got with this friggin' pig? What's the perception? It's just D20, right?
Yep, plus your wisdom modifier.
So 12.
Frank, you get awoken by the sound of hooves running across the ground and a tickle as Bob leaves the warmth of your armpit, and you now see Bob thrust into Nefit's torso as Nefit's is holding apples over his head.
At this point, I believe he is attacking my pig, so I will respond in kind. I immediately just go, "What? Leave my pig alone!" And I immediately roll, like, spring up, throw my dire flail at his head. I'm going straight for a headshot.
Jesus.
You don't mess with my... I tried to warn him. And he's just gone. I'm rolling for these hits.
Okay. Roll your d20.
You're like...
You got a 1, dude.
You got a...
Landon
Okay.
accidentally murdered
All
Steve.
right, I rolled a 1, but then I rolled a 15. So that one at the back's gonna come around and whack you in the mouth.
So...
I think a 1 is enough to hurt yourself, right? Landon got
So-
confused.
So Frank, you jump up after seeing Nefitz wrestling with Bob and trying to feed him apples, and you are so enraged that you toss your dire flail out of your hand, but you hold onto it too long, and it smashes into your own foot. And Brother Cornelius and Blitz, you hear commotion and just wake up as you see Frank plowing his dire maul into his own foot, and Bob crashing into Nefitz.
It's not my day. It's not my day.
Because you're so tired.
That's true.
Blitz just kind of like groggily is like, just is like, all right, yeah. Also, I'm gonna roll for my hit points too.
Sure.
It's also just an average day for us.
Oh,
Really?
8 total. 3, 1, 3, and a 4.
Ah!
God damn it. I'm so dead.
So did we get our full 2 hours rest?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, do I know what's in that potion, by the way, now?
Yep, it's a potion of climbing.
Potion of climbing. Okay.
Gives you really sticky fingers or something?
Mm-hmm, pretty much.
Please kill him. Like, he's fighting that pig that we all know and love. Like, please kill him. He's a stranger.
I
He's
didn't fight him.
a family member.
I'm trying to give him a present.
It appears that you're fighting him, though. You're, like, grappling. That's what I just...
I thought you had good perception.
No!
That's me.
Oh, well then, yeah, no, okay.
I'm an idiot.
That makes sense.
Sometimes intentionally.
It's translating perfectly now.
Hey, Frank, what are you doing? Why is there a big axe in your foot?
It's dire flail. It's like a mace thing. But anyway, it's like... Oh, he's attacking me big! And I'm, like, hopping over towards him, like, get off him! Get off him!
Does it all look like he's attacking, or is he just being friendly to the pig?
To you, it seems like Bob had charged over to Nefitz because Nefitz has 2 apples in his hands.
All right, so
That's not how it appears to me.
I think he's just feeding your pig there. When was the last time you fed your pig?
He gets fed all the time. He eats the corpses. He eats what I leave behind, if you know what I mean.
That's gross.
Yeah,
That's gross.
it's terrible. It's awful. Yeah, he's fed. He's fed all the time.
I think he was just hungry for a fresh apple, dude.
I think he's just trying to sabotage our group.
I'm not the one stabbing myself in the foot.
Oh, I'm just so good at combat. I'm the only one that can take myself down. Oh, I'm just hopping over towards him angrily, ready to go again. With a buggered foot.
I just slowly back up.
Somebody caption that.
Clip that.
All right. Well, we were running low on time. We took a little break there. Let's we got to get moving. We got to find this gym. Anyone Risotto? You have any idea where this gym might be? We're looking for.
Did you guys tell me about the gem last time?
Don't know if we did.
Because I still don't know what gem. I think you're talking about a guy named Jim.
Michael,
No, I don't know what gem. What gem?
You did not talk to Risotto about what you're doing here.
Okay.
What gem are you
Yeah,
using?
so we've been sitting here by a guy. You ever heard of Vitnus Sirac?
Is
No,
he really
Risotto.
tall?
No, I mean he's average height. Anyway. Is that the guy who sent us on the thing? Yeah. Maybe. Shit.
Eric, do I know about this guy?
Nope.
I'm scanning through my notes.
Nope. You don't know about him.
No, I got no clue. What are you talking about?
Bartender that sent us into a portal. That's all I remember.
We met this guy. And he sent us on this mission to come in this place and find a gem that goes in a crown. You haven't seen any gems that go in crowns, have you?
I don't know if I've seen a gem that goes in a crown, but I was just up the hall and there's some other passageways we could go check.
All right. Well, what's the worst that could happen? Why don't you lead the way?
I mean, giant with 2 direwolves was pretty bad. I mean, that could happen again.
Good. All right. Well,
I mean, I had fun. I've got a new friend. And he plays with Fluffy. But like,
And
Science.
as you start to play with Fluffy, Frank, you see him start to look over at Nefitz, kind of very friendly. With
you
with
want
a
to eat him, Fluffy? You want to eat him, right? That's not a bad idea. You should try that. Get him.
and he just stays in place.
You're useless. You know that.
And
I
then
I love you
Beyonce-
anyway.
and
Beyonce, don't
Fizzy
let him
looks
talk
at
like
you.
that.
I'm trying to roleplay here. I'm like, imagine it's way taller than me.
Yeah.
That was really good how you looked up and everything. I like that.
something about a direwolf named Beyonce. It just makes me laugh.
Who's Beyonce? I don't know who Beyonce is.
That's your direwolf's real name.
Ooh. This series better end with me like eating him.
Your direwolf?
Like specifically you.
Oh,
Like,
okay. You're talking to me. Okay. All right.
yeah,
So
let's move on. I'm ready to
are we
move
gonna
on.
walk down the hall or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blitz is gonna kind of post up behind Nefit,
Thanks. I don't want
follow him.
Lazar behind me.
Yeah, you better watch out. Now we gotta get this gem.
Are we all doing?
Yeah,
What is this? I can do it too.
I mean, okay.
Stone.
So as you leave the great Ulef's room, you walk about 30 feet down the hallway, and Lazar points out to you that the right side of the hallway starts to crumble into ruins, and you can see that there is a gap between this end of the hallway and the end of the hallway with a door at it. But to the right, you see that it opens up, this entranceway opens up into a large cavern that is riddled with crates, boxes. There is a stamped out fire pit in the center of the room. But there is also this door at the end of the hallway as well. That seems to be shut. It's a this is nothing like the great Ulef's door that was iron with a spiked skull on it. This looks like just a more common wooden door at the end of this stone hallway.
Blitz is gonna look through anything, see if there's anything shiny of value around.
Look, are you looking into the cavern, or are you going to the door?
I was looking through like the crates and stuff, like, or the crates is kind of open and exposed already.
Yeah, they're all open and exposed, and you see a lot of foodstuffs and edibles, rotted meat. You don't find anything of particular value.
All right. I'm gonna investigate the door then. Just take a look at it, see if I can hear anything. If there's anything on the other side, just.
Yeah. So when you roll me a perception check.
It's an 8 total.
You don't hear much through the door. As you put your ear up to it, Blitz, you can hear just almost like a little bit of a tapping, but that's about it.
It sounds like there's somebody tapping on the other side of this door. I don't. It doesn't sound like an ogre, but I mean, it could be something.
We'll bust it open. We'll find out.
After you, my good dumbass.
So how tough's this door? Can I
Get-
do like a cool shoulder charge into it?
Yeah, if you want to.
Rolls up his sleeves. All right, we got to get this done. We're running out of time. Ugh. And I just shoulder charge through the door.
All right, roll me a strength check.
We had-
Specifically the door he was looking at. I don't know
Mhm.
any other.
We had 4 days to get through this thing, or how many hours did we have? What was it?
Yep, you have
48 hours?
4 days.
That was
4
a
days.
misclick. I definitely didn't roll a stick.
You're
Try opening just opening it.
no,
No,
so
no, I want to look while I do it.
We just
So-
try opening it.
Hold on, Stone. Let me do my. I got an 11.
So you run, you speak your words, you run towards the door, your shoulder is cocked out, and you smash into the door, and Blitz, you see Frank bounce off the door and land on his back on the floor in front of it.
Blitz is just gonna quietly look at Frank on the ground and walk up and see if the door just opens towards him instead of pushes inward.
And the door slowly opens as you see the door itself just narrowly miss Frank's feet as you swing it wide open. And inside you see barrels, crates, and other sacks that line the walls of this chamber. And among all this loot, you see 4 oversized straw piles and some simple furnishing that show that it's now used as a bunk room. But what you also see is there are 4 bestial humanoids with feral eyes that are cleaning their weapons. You see them sharpening their swords with whetstones. And they spring to their feet as they charge at you.
Who would have thunk that the the dwarfs or the gnomes smashing against the door would have alerted them?
So roll me some initiative as you have 4 orcs that are now charging at you, Blitz. With
As they charge me, I just go like, like I'm awake. All right.
I got a 7. So rough days.
Brother Cornelius, what'd you get?
Oh.
19.
Damn.
Nice.
We'll start
Nefits.
that out by healing my direwolf.
Nefits, what do you get?
Check it. 20.
Holy shit. And you only rolled once.
Yes, congrats. Mostly on the only rolling once, but also
Yeah.
congrats.
It's crazy. It's crazy that Neffit rolled a 20 because I totally also rolled a 1.
Whoa!
So I got a plus. I got 3 total, but it was a straight 1.
Nice.
Oh God. So
So-
I'll be dead on this fight, you guys. If you need me for anything,
Yeah, that
I'll
was
be
my
the
plan.
gnome who's just dead in front of Frank.
You'll be the hero that really just spurred us on, really motivated the group, and made us bond together over your loss. And yeah. Very useful.
Eric, how tall is the room?
The room is about 15 feet tall.
And these guys are they tall enough to get to the top?
No.
Okay.
They're about 7 feet tall.
Okay.
So Nefits, you have seen Frank smash into the door and lay himself out, and Blitz step very proudly over him to just calmly open the door in front of Frank, and show him that doors actually are usable. But in doing so, you can see a mass of 4 orcs charging at Blitz right now.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna yell in orc. I'm gonna yell in orc. Drop your weapons as I go running forward with my 2 short swords.
Okay. And all you hear back is, "You drop your weapon!
And I'm gonna say, "No, you first."
No, you first!
I'm gonna keep going until they decide they don't want to do that anymore.
I don't want to do this anymore, but you're gonna do it too!
No, you drop yours first.
No, you drop yours first!
You,
You!
you,
You!
you,
You!
you.
You!
Okay, now I'm gonna kill them.
Okay.
Duck season, rabbit season, duck season.
So, are you gonna push? You're gonna go in front of Blitz?
No, you know what? Instead, what I'm gonna do is, because Blitz is he's kind of messed up. Okay.
Yeah, Blitz is in the doorway. So.
Yeah. Why are you standing in the doorway? Move. Okay. I'm gonna drop to the ground and shoot my longbow through his legs right at the orc.
Okay, go for it.
All right. 20, please, 20. I don't want to get in trouble. Oh, hang on. What happened? Okay. That's not good. That's not good.
That's not good at all.
So after you have your back and forth with the orc that is crashing towards Blitz, you loose an arrow after you dive to the ground, and the arrow stops and hits the arrow point stabs into the ground right between Blitz's leg as the shaft of the arrow comes flying up and whaps Blitz right in the ass.
Oh, well, I mean, it could have been worse.
Yeah. Blitz, you just get a little bit of a love tap on the butt from.
And I'm down. No.
Brother Cornelius, you see Blitz get hit by the feathers of an arrow, and you now see that there are 4 orcs charging, trying to get through the door and attack Blitz.
So at this point, there's no one actually in the room, right? Except the orcs.
Yep.
Are we all outside the room?
You're all outside the room, and Blitz is in the doorway.
Blitz is in the.
I mean, I just opened the door.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not like I opened it and stepped in. I just opened it. So
Yeah. Shitty initiative rolls. Got it. Can I, Brother Cornelius, stretches his hand forward and casts Sacred Flame.
Ooh.
On the lead.
Sure.
The orc.
Excellent. So, roll me that D8.
7.
And now what's
7? Yep, just 7.
Yep. What's your DC?
DC would be
8.
Wisdom plus
8.
8. Why would it be what's the 8 from?
That's just what it always is.
Oh, okay. 8 plus
your wisdom modifier.
Plus my wisdom modifier is 3 plus 3, which is my level. And that is.
You can do math.
Why I'm not an engineer.
It's 14.
14.
So.
PR.
So you shoot a flame out of your palm as it goes rushing through Blitz's leg. It ignites the arrow, fletching on fire, and strikes the orc in front of Blitz. As Blitz, you feel your pants getting a little bit hotter.
Hot pants.
Why is everyone launching stuff between my legs?
Because you're in the way.
Can you go over? I'm short. I'm a gnome. Shoot over me.
Oh.
You've got a little window like this big you're aiming at right now.
I didn't know. I was trying to be cool.
You're going for the mini golfing putt, right?
Yeah. I should have just stayed standing and shot.
Frank, you are now lying on your back, and you see between your legs, Frank, you see an arrow that's on fire touching the back of Blitz, who's in front of you. And you can see 4 orcs that are charging at you from the other room.
I'm just laughing, enjoying the show. Fluffy, who I'm assuming is behind us all.
Mm-hmm.
Can Fluffy fit through the doorway easy enough?
Yeah.
Who's Fluffy again?
Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce. Okay.
It's Fluffy! Until he owns a direwolf, it's Fluffy. Fluffy charges in, picks me up with them, with a boy or a girl? I can't remember. It's a boy.
It's a boy.
So picks me up with his mouth, throws me on the back, and we charge in.
If it was a girl, what would he have picked you up with?
No, it's just more of like how I refer to it.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Carry on.
All right.
All right.
Stop trying to get filthy here, man.
I'm genuinely curious.
Okay, so Frank, roll me a strength check, and you're going to add +3 to this for Fluffy.
17.
Okay, Fluffy picks you up with his teeth and chucks you into the room.
Sorry, actually.
Mhm.
So I didn't add my bonus originally.
You don't get it. This is for Fluffy. I'm using Fluffy stats, not yours.
Sorry. Apologies. 17 then. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So Fluffy picks you up and crashes into the in front of Blitz, and you are thrown into the room, and you're now toe to toe with the orc that is trying to make his way out of the door.
So that essentially that I can't use Fluffy again, right? I'm assuming that's like Fluffy's used up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a bad day for you, he says, as he grabs. Fights are so uncreative for me. As he grabs his dire flail and just swings bottom upwards. It's like legs up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna do my hits. That'd be 14 and
That hits.
8. God damn, rough.
First one hits.
Alright, so I do D8 plus 3. So this is a question, I think I've been doing my attacks wrong. So I have an attack bonus of 5,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's also a D8 plus 3. So does that mean 12 and then plus 3 again?
No, so the attack bonus, where your +5 is coming from, that's your strength modifier plus your proficiency. That gets added to the hit when you go to strike and hit.
So then I did 10 damage.
Yeah, so with your damage, you just add your strength. You don't add your proficiency.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
I've always been doing the lower one anyway.
Yep.
So,
So how does this guy die?
I told you, like, ball first. Just like, I wanted to do it with style and just like really mock him as he went down.
So as you...
Lifted up, solid 3 feet off the air.
Mm-hmm.
And all his friends see it and they go, and they all pause.
Do they?
Yes. They all fear for themselves.
So as you do an uppercut with your dire flail, you send this orc flying 3 feet into the air, and he is only 2 feet from the ceiling of this room as he comes down and slams onto the ground in front of you, dead.
I'm just laughing.
And the orcs and the 3 other orcs look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, look up, and they all strike you.
I give a shit.
Nah.
I'm still laughing the whole time. They're not gonna kill me. Doesn't matter.
All right, so I'm gonna
Haven't killed me, Eric. They haven't killed me. I have 36 HP. They haven't killed me.
I'm gonna ask this in succession. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Does a 24 hit you? Or 22 hit you?
No. Surprisingly, no. It
Okay.
actually goes around. Yeah, no, it does. I mean, I can take 36 points of damage. I'm not scared, guys.
So, just so you know, with their great axes, they roll d12s.
Well, I mean, I feel like there's more people to hit than me. Like, Blitz, I feel like I knocked forward into these guys. So I'm like, he's a target as well. I feel like you're being really disingenuous to me for having all 3 attack me. I feel like this is just the Dungeon Master designing it to kill Frank, which I'm actually cool with because I want to go to bed. So if you want to kill me, I'll leave happily.
So,
I don't want
so,
This is not your day.
so, as you kill their leader, they look up, they look down, they look up at you, they look down, they look up at you, they pull up their great swords, and then they just start playing whack-a-mole with you, Frank. As you take 24 points of damage from their great axes as they keep slicing into you.
I'm fine. I'm still laughing. I'm still laughing while this happens. Oh, it's still good though. As he's getting beaten.
Do you remember that scene from the Wellington at Shaun of the Dead with the, Queen playing and they're just beating the shit out of one of the zombies with golf clubs? This is that scene. Blitz, you see Frank just getting wailed on by 3 orcs
Okay, so they're all inside the room.
Mm-hmm.
Like Frank and the orcs are in the room, and we're all still out of the room now.
Yep.
God, I'm tempted just to shut the door and lock it.
Bro, I
Well,
saved
what
you for
I
these
was
orcs.
hoping what we would do is we would funnel them so that we would only have to fight one at a time, which is why I asked about the doorway.
All
You
right.
should have organized
Clearly
that.
did not work.
Like,
was such a- that was a distraction. Before this,
Playing this.
we're landing.
You have time to talk on your turn. You could have been like, guys, let's funnel them. Whereas on my turn, I'm like, I've got 4 blokes charging at me. I've got a wolf. I'm going.
Admittedly, I actually was thinking that I should say something, but then I wasn't sure how that, if it's my turn, if I'm supposed to not say
Too
anything.
late.
It's
I'm
like,
getting whack-a-mole.
How big is the room? How wide is the room they're all in?
The room is 25 feet by 25 feet
Okay.
and 15 feet tall.
All right. And like they're kind of in the center of the room, beating the shit out of Lannon. I'm assuming.
They're close to the door. They're almost forming a U around Frank, as Frank had charged in to jump off of Fluffy.
Of course. All right. So, I'm gonna go ahead and step inside the room and kind of get into one of the corners, kind of as far away as I can from any of these guys. I know not really a lot of room in there, but far enough away where I can pull out my bow and arrow.
Are you going to try and get to one of the far corners or one of the 2 corners closest to you?
Are they distracted enough that I could get to a far corner without them coming after me?
You probably could. You'd get advantage on your check to get past them.
No, I'll take the inner corner. I'll take
Okay.
one of the closer ones so I don't have to get past them.
All right. Do you want to go to the right or left side?
Let's go to the left.
Okay. So
And
you
then-
so you can easily make your way in and just walk, put your back up against the wall and slide against the back wall till you're in the north western corner of this room.
Okay, so I've got a short bow.
Mhm.
That's the word I'm looking for. And for the love of crap, I hope it hits. I'm gonna shoot the one just kind of closest to me.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
And if I do hit him, I'm gonna use I've got a sneak attack.
Mhm.
So I can deal an extra 2d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or range weapon. If you have advantage on the roll, you don't need advantage on the attack if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet. I imagine him beating the shit out of Lannon means he's within 5 feet.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Sneak attack works on this.
All right. So if I do manage to catch him with this,
Yep.
all right. Don't suck. That is a 13.
That hits.
Oh, thank Christ. All right, so 13, that's 1d6 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna roll your 2d6 after that.
That was a 5.
Mhm.
So that's 7 damage, and then another 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 plus, that's off kilter. Jesus, 11.
So 18 total.
18 damage total.
So you sneak over into the corner. You loose an arrow, and it shoots right into the back of the skull of this orc. And Frank, you just see an orc that is beating all over on top of you, just drop to the ground with an arrow that pops. You see a point of the arrow pop through its forehead.
Gross.
I'm still laughing as I get whack-a-mole. I really enjoyed that.
Nefitz, you now can see Frank getting smashed by 2 orcs as one of them gets shot through as one of the third one had gotten shot through the skull.
And you're to blame.
Can I run at them with my 2 short swords? And I'm gonna try and stab both of them.
Sure. Do you have 2-weapon fighting? You don't do no. I don't think so. Because that's not in your class, right?
Oh, I thought I had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I have 2
Okay.
weapon fighting.
Aggressive
Bonus
ranger.
actions.
Yeah. Okay.
Two
So
weapons.
run in. Make me some
running.
attacks.
All right.
Do it. Do
We'll,
it. You
we'll
won't.
do it.
Do it.
Prove it.
Roll a d20, right?
Yep. Roll it twice.
Oh, yeah. 20
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Nat 20?
Nat 20.
and a 12.
Jesus, Steve.
So you're going to add your dexterity modifier to and your proficiency bonus. So
It's
plus.
a +4
Yep.
and a +2, so,
So
6.
6. So it's an 18 and a 20. So they both hit. So roll your damage twice. Your damage die twice for the crit.
It's D8, right?
Yep. Wait, it's a short sword?
Yeah, 2 short swords.
Yeah, that should be. I want to say it's a D. It's a D6.
D6. Oh, hang on, sorry.
Yep. So roll that twice.
That's a 2 and a 6.
So you got 8. Now you're going to add your dexterity modifier.
That's a +4.
Okay, so you got 12 points of damage on your first attack. So now roll the damage for your second attack, which is just the D6, and your damage modifier, your +4.
So I got a 1 +4, so 5.
So you run up, you run to the side, the left side of Blitz, and how does he die? The orc, not Blitz, or Frank. I'm sorry, you run to the left side of Frank.
So he's on the left side of Frank. So
Yeah, you're literally Frank is on your left shoulder right now as you are holding your 2 short swords up as you're about to strike. What do you do?
So I come up with the left one right up underneath his jaw, right up through the top. It just fires up straight through. And then I kick him off my sword, and I wipe it on my pants as I'm stabbing the other mother.
No, so both of those are the ones that would actually have killed him. You need both.
Oh, okay.
You needed all the damage to kill the one.
Oh, okay. Well, then the other one, rephrase then. So I take that one that goes up, and I take the other one that goes down, and I clink them together, and then I say cheers as I pull them out.
And Frank,
That's it.
you just see another one of these orcs taken down.
4 orcs can't kill 1 gnome. I'm assuming it's my. Oh no, it's Cornelius, right?
Yep, brother Cornelius.
So there are 2 orcs.
There's 1 orc. Yeah.
Oh, there's 1 orc left now?
Yep. 1 orc left.
And I'm the second guy. Well, and how badly is Frank injured currently?
I got 12 HP left.
Oh, he's fine. Sacred. I cast
No, but
Sacred
you
Flame
gotta
once more.
Sacred Flame.
Okay.
And hit, as you always do.
Roll your damage.
Seven.
And what is your DC?
It is okay. So, question about that,
Yep.
because I know that it is. We said it was 14 before. So, when you say what the level, do you mean my character level or my spell level?
No, your character, your class level. So you are a level 3 cleric right now.
Right.
So you have 3 levels in cleric.
Okay.
So that's what you add. Because you could, later in the game, you can multi-class. Say you multi-classed into fighter. If that level of fighter won't apply for your DC.
Right. And the only reason I ask is because I finally figured out. I think DC shows up next to the spell
Mm-hmm. Could be.
on D&D Beyond, but it has it listed as a 13. But I'm not sure if I'm reading it wrong.
Not sure.
Okay. Anyways, 14.
Yep. So you shoot this flame out of your palm, and you just see it engulf one of the orcs, and it just dissipates. And it looks like no damage was done.
Oh, come on.
Ah, that's Cornelius for you.
That's Timora
That's
for you.
That's the first time I've ever said his full name too.
That is. Usually it's Dress Boy or
Dress man.
Dress Man.
Back to being a man.
Yeah. Or that's it, actually.
Pig food.
No, you actually called me Brother Cornelius once. It was after you pooped in the fountain, and that's where Brother Cornelius believed what you were saying.
Legend.
Wow.
Yeah.
What memory.
Can't do math, but I can remember fountain poops.
Well,
Yep.
I mean, that sounds pretty memorable.
It's literally the most iconic moment in D&D history.
Your D&D history.
Yeah. So it's my turn again?
Yep. Frank, you have one orc that is now still staring at you while all of his friends have been destroyed by
How much
your compatriots.
damage can a direwolf do?
Beyonce?
Like, if I just say, like, it has the full power of my attack.
Well, so
Like,
what?
I'm not trying to use 2 turns here. I'm like, it's gonna be my full attack.
He'll get 2d6 plus 3.
2d6 plus 3. How much health? Can I ask how much health the orc has? Or is it just a no-no?
You would think he probably has 15 points of health. I'll let you know that for now. But
I
usually,
need to have a perfect roll.
Do it. Do
Damn it.
it.
I can't use both, right? Actually, no. I can. Here's what I'm gonna do.
He's gonna
4
kill
of
you.
boys couldn't kill one gnome. I'm laughing. And I'm also laughing at Cornelius. Alright, just had to set the scene.
Just
Sorry,
clarify,
buddy.
he is a dickhead. Got it.
Sorry, buddy. This is where it ends for you, though. And now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my attacks, use my action surge.
oh,
and use that action is fluffy though.
okay, perfect.
Alright.
I'll let you do
So
that.
I'm going to attack, but I'm going to attempt to injure. This is not a kill shot.
Also, Stone, you're right. It's your proficiency bonus, not your class.
So proficiency bonus
that's
plus my wisdom.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. Yeah, I was reading this chat now.
Yeah.
The math adds up. So.
Yep.
Just 1 point.
Okay, so first one is a 7 and then a 22. So first attack's going to miss, I'm assuming. And then second attack will hit, so I can only do a D8 with no plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to be like,
You're gonna action
Like, I
surge with Fluffy.
yeah. So I hit him, I'm like, oh, you think you lived? Fluffy, you hungry? I say it in a really cute voice. Fluffy, you hungry? And then Fluffy does just like bites down and tries to eat him up.
So roll a d20 and add 5 to it.
Woo! Baby, and nat 20 and then so 25.
So roll 4d6 plus 3.
If you don't kill this guy, I'm just gonna let him kill you.
So I got a
Admittedly, I prefer the whack-a.
So I got a 5, 2, 6, and 3. So I'm gonna use the 5 and 6. I'm assuming I'm gonna use an 8 and then a 9.
No, use all of it, right?
Hmm?
Eric, don't you use with a nat 20? Use all of the hit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You get 4d6 plus your.
So 7,
plus-
13, 16.
Don't add up for you.
2 plus 3
12.
then? Or 2 plus 3.
Stone's got it covered.
12.
So how does this last orc die?
Oh, he's just getting immediately consumed. Like, no chewing, nothing. Just immediately swallowed whole by the direwolf. And I'm just gonna be like, I'm just like stunned, like, yes! Yes, I'm just super excited. I'm just freaking out. But he just gets, like, Fluffy bites down and just eats him whole. I'm assuming he's big enough. If not, he magically grows big enough and just eats him whole.
You see Fizzy snap him in half as he eats the upper torso of this orc, while the lower torso falls down to the ground.
Ugh.
Oh, what, you saving that for me? Oh! Just absolutely in love with this wolf. He goes, thank you. Good boy. Starts
Brother
Beyonce is
Cornelius
brutal.
closes the door and walks in the other direction.
I look back at the party, I'm like, and that is how you clear a room of orcs.
Blitz is gonna walk up and kind of like put his foot on the back of the neck of the one he shot with his arrow,
Mm-hmm.
and pull the arrow back through and just put it back in his quiver.
And as you pull the arrow out, you see an eyeball come out through the back of the head with it, and it just flings over and hits Frank on the back of the head.
That seems appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, Blitz is going to look around the room, see if there's anything shiny or any sort of potion or way he can be healed.
Sure. So as you look around the room, you see that in the far southeastern corner, there's an iron cauldron. And as you look in there, you see that it's really a pot of gold. And you see about 210 pieces of gold inside this pot.
Am I the only one who knows about this?
At this point, yes, as everybody else is not near the pot.
How big of a pot is it? Is it like a big cauldron, like Bugs Bunny style? Or
Yeah,
like
think of it as a stew pot. So, okay. Yeah, it's halfway between Bugs Bunny and a small table pot.
All right. Blitz is gonna go. Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna eat some of this stew. Looks tasty. And then he's gonna lean over and using some kind of pouch, try to scoop up as much of the gold as he can into the pouch.
Everybody, make me a perception check except for Blitz. Blitz, you roll me a stealth check.
7.
Ooh. Which one do I want to use? Go with space.
That D20?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be D20 plus your perception bonus.
Yep, it's the wisdom modifier. And if you have perception, the skill and perception, you get to add your perception or your proficiency bonus.
All right, sleight of hand. Here we go. Nat 20.
Am I the last one to roll?
It's that one right. Oh God, where is it? There it is. That one right there.
Well, my friend, sorry to disappoint you, Jack. Nat 2.
Hey.
Boom.
Nefitz, what was yours?
I got a 3 with a +2 perception.
Frank, what'd you get?
7.
So Blitz, nobody sees you put 210 pieces of gold into your sack.
Beautiful. I've never been more excited for a D20 or for a nat 20 than when I was rolling against 3 other people.
I'm gonna check the guys that I the orc that I killed. I'm gonna check them. I'm gonna what do you call them? Frisk them.
Sure.
Pet him.
Roll me a perception check, Nefitz.
It's never good. Oh, well, it's better. 13.
So you find a little pouch on one of them, and you see inside the pouch there are 2 pieces of topaz and 1 piece of onyx stone.
Cool. I mean, I look at them and put them in my pocket.
You would think
subtle.
You would think it's all worth about 250 gold.
Oh, that's bad. Poor Blitz.
For karma, even if Blitz, I'm not even gonna try to roll for it. Or can I even see if I notice it? Can I roll just to see if I see that he has it?
Sure.
You're eating your gold stew.
Oh, I'm not gonna take it. I just want to know if you're a kind of person who want to share with somebody else. Because who would do that? Who would do that to a group? Is that perception?
Yep. Steve, were you sneakily doing it, or were you just looking at this?
I was going to use I have +6 stealth modifier, right?
Yeah.
So I just slide them into my pocket like no big deal.
Okay, so roll a d20 and add your 6.
15. +6.
So Blitz, oh wait, what? You roll a 15?
Yeah.
+6? Blitz, what is your
I got a 24 total.
Oh, okay. So Blitz, you notice that Nefitz sneaks 2 topazes and 1 piece of onyx into his pocket.
All right. Yeah. So that was 2 nat 20s in a row. So I'm gonna go ahead and go buy a lottery ticket real quick.
Yeah.
Does as he's doing it, I'm gonna kind of like Blitz is gonna kind of clear his throat, like, and just make eye contact with him, but not try to stop him or anything. I want him to know that I saw him do that. It's like,
Okay.
that's
and,
it.
Yeah, Nefitz just winks at him.
And Blitz, Blitz he's a rogue. He's kind of a sneaky guy, so he's not upset. He's just like, all right, kind of feeling out the new guy, like, and then he goes about his way.
Okay. Frank and Brother Cornelius, what are you guys up to?
I'm currently consuming the bottom half of the orc, just like getting some fuel back in my body. Do I get any healing, like if I eat?
No.
Well, I mean, I feel like I should. I feel like I'm siphoning this orc's powers.
Yeah, I think maybe at this, boys, how long have we been in here so far?
You've been in for about 16 hours maybe.
Ooh,
all right.
We gotta get moving.
We got 4 days. We got 3.
Oh, we got 4 days? I thought we had 48 hours.
No, 4 days.
4
Oh.
days.
Okay.
Yeah, boys. I'm thinking. I don't know about you guys, but I could probably use a little nap. We got ourselves a nice little bunk room here. We got 4 people that don't need the beds anymore.
We got great food, as you said.
We got some food.
Pelvis of an orc.
It's been a long day. I think maybe we should barricade that door, take some turns, and get a little shut eye.
Yep, I'm down for that.
Eric, as an elf, I don't have to sleep as long as them, right?
No, you only have to sleep 4 hours. It's not even sleep, it's meditate. You go into trance.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that shit for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could also set it up where you take the one of the watches, like half a watch, because the rest of us will be sleeping. So,
I'm happy to do that.
all right, Cornelius, you up for sleeping?
I believe my communion with my goddess is in order. And Brother Cornelius checks his pouches and makes sure they're secured and and defensible, and finds a corner away from everyone else.
All right. Yeah, Blitz is feeling pretty good about himself right now. He knows he has a little blackmail material against the new guy. He just pocketed a whole bunch of gold without anyone seeing. So he's gonna, find one of those beds, nestle up, make sure everything's locked down tight on him, and
killing me right now.
get some sleep.
You're making me think of bed, and I'm just like,
Just relax. It's really soft, like fluffy pillow. Not like flat pillow. It's like nice, comfy one where it's like and it's like warm but not too warm, but like a cool breeze. Like there's almost like a ceiling fan.
Really
Alrighty, okay.
or like put the tap on.
So this is a long rest? Is that what we're doing?
I'm
Yeah.
only doing my 4.
Yeah. So okay. So do you want to take? So does Risotto want to take the first watch? Like basically for the first 4 hours we'll sleep and you keep watch, and then I'll trade out with you or take it over from that point.
That's cool. I mean, yeah, that's fine.
You have an issue with that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Hey, Nefit, you up for watching the door for a few hours, and I'll tag out with you.
Yeah, okay. So you guys hit the sheets.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Tell
All
me
right.
they're asleep.
Yep, they're Nefis, you wait a little bit, and you see all of them pass out. And after you see everybody kind of drift off into sleep, you hear a scraping from the outside on the other side of the door, and it sounds like it's going in circles, and it just sounds like steel is running across the stone floor.
Okay. I check Beyonce to see if he notices it.
Fizzy is out. Fizzy is asleep with Frank.
So Beyonce doesn't notice. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Screw it. I'm gonna go over to the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my ear up against it.
And you just hear that scraping louder, but you hear it moving away from you.
Oh. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna use my what is it? My primeval awareness again.
Yep, yeah, there's a dire wolf behind you.
Damn it! Beyonce. All right. Okay, I'm gonna open the door.
Oh God.
Okay, so you open the door and you
But slowly, like I'm gonna use my. Do I have to roll for? I've got.
you have dark vision, so you'll be able. You have dark vision, so you'll be able to see 60 feet down.
Okay.
But as you slowly creep, peel back the door and look through the crack, roughly just out of your vision, you can see the tip of a sword scraping along the ground of the hallway, going back towards the great Ulef's room.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna. That's all I can see, just the tip of the sword.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna follow it. Stealth-like.
You're gonna
Meanwhile, the three of us get murdered in our sleep.
The sword?
Just a sword right through the bed.
Well, I gotta see if I gotta take care of him, and I don't want him to be in a room with a bunch of sleeping dudes.
Well,
So
I
I'm
like where your head's at. I like where your head's at.
We'll
let
see
him
if it
follow
stays
the
on.
tip. Just the tip, though.
Just the tip.
So you make your way out of the room. How far behind this are you going to be?
I'm gonna keep it. I mean, how big is this sword?
It looks like a giant claymore. It's probably the tip of the point of the sword is almost a foot in length.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna stay about like 10, 15 feet back. 15 feet back.
Okay, so you can just see and hear the scraping along the ground as the sword clanks up the stairs that you previously came down out of those original orc chambers, and you can almost see seems like sparks are coming off this sword, as you can now see that the figure that is dragging this sword, his head is almost touching the ceiling. His skin is of a molded green color, and you can just see skulls hanging from around his neck and a strip of skulls that goes down the back of his spine.
So what I do is I do one of those things where you spin on your heel and you walk right back into the room. Close the door.
Okay. And do you do anything else before you end your watch?
No, I think I'm gonna pop a squat and just hang low.
Okay. And who's taking the second watch?
I'll jump over.
Yeah. Frank doesn't take watches.
Yeah.
So-
Blitz never sleeps really heavily, so 4
Right,
hours is pretty good for him.
So Risotto, you wake up Blitz.
Yeah, so when I wake him up, I say, listen, there was like a giant, freaky, skull necklace toting dude out that door where we came from. Don't go there.
You're not talking about Frank?
Well, I mean, no, he's ugly, but not him.
Okay.
This guy was really huge and had a giant sword. I believe I chose wisely and did not go back whence from where we came. Let's just leave it be.
Creepy giant sword man. Got it.
Yeah. Don't go that way.
All right. Enjoy your meditation, sir.
I will.
And so at that, like, that terrifies the hell out of Blitz.
Mm-hmm.
But he tries to play it off like he's fine with it. But he's like, he spends the first 15 to 30 minutes of his shift just barricading the door, like finding whatever he can that's loose to like just lay up against the door to like try to lock it down.
Okay. So you start barricading the door with all the crates and foodstuffs that you find around the room, and you're able to put enough crates against this door that it's higher than you, so it's 4 feet tall.
Yeah. And then he's gotta be sitting on the floor with his back up against it, just holding on to Magebane.
And as you are there gripping onto Magebane, he says, What is wrong with you?
All right, can I talk to him quiet enough that he won't wake up anybody else
Yeah, totally.
or distract me?
Yeah.
there's apparently some giant thing out there with a big ass sword, and I don't want to get in the middle of it.
And this scares you?
Yeah. When a sword is bigger than I am, I'm not a big fan of that.
What? I'm not good enough for you? You don't think I can do the work?
I mean,
Is that what you're saying? I'm not good
you
enough
heard
to hurt. Yeah. What did I do to the last one? Yeah.
You heard him a lot. You didn't kill him. What was that
What?
green? There was like I put him into his back, and there was
Listen,
like a green.
all I'm saying is I helped you.
Do you want me to help you? What do I got to do for you?
No, nothing. I'm just saying I helped.
You're a sword. What can I do? Do I feed you an apple? What do I do?
What? No.
Trust me, that never goes over well.
When I stabbed it into that giant ogre, and there was like a green
Yes,
thing around him. What the hell was that?
It's one of the many things that I can do. You don't have to
What was
worry
it?
about
I
it.
mean,
It
Does
was.
it make him shine?
Yeah,
Does it do something to
Yeah,
him?
yes, it does.
Does it make it easier for me to hurt him more?
Well, were you able to kill him?
I mean, someone else killed him.
Well, then it made it easier to kill him, didn't it?
Did it though?
Yes, I think it did. And now
It
you're
w-
questioning my ability to kill something else.
Just tell your sword to shut up.
Well, okay. So what else could he do like that? I mean, you can the green.
Whoa,
green
whoa,
thing's
whoa,
pretty cool.
whoa! I don't open my blades up to just anybody, at any time. You gotta, I don't know you that well yet.
All right. I respect that. I respect that. I'm still getting used to this whole crew. We found an elf. I don't know if have you seen many elves before?
God, are you kidding me? Have I seen many elves?
I mean, yeah, of course I'm kidding you.
Listen,
yeah, obviously.
I'm
you've seen
like
elves.
900 years older than you, and you're asking me if I've seen elves?
Wait. How old is you?
Could you use proper, vocabulary? How old are you?
I'm sorry. How old are you?
Oh, Jesus, I did not pick the right. God damn it. I did it again.
All right. Well, don't
Old
worry.
enough.
Okay,
Old enough.
okay. You're old. You've helped me out so far. I appreciate
You
that.
think?
Is there anything I can do for you? I want to become friends with you. I want to be able to use you better, and maybe make it where you hit harder. What can I do?
Whoa. I hit hard enough. Don't you worry.
Okay. So far
Hey,
so good.
hey,
We're just
listen,
trying to help.
Just every now and then, just sharpen me up a little.
All right. Is there any particular kind of like wedding stone or anything that you like more than others, so I take care of you right?
Yeah, I love a 900 grit obsidian stone. This is not a hard thing to ask for. I mean, it's simple. All you have to do is just give me some obsidian and just rub it along my rough edges.
Oh my God.
900 grit obsidian. You got it. All right. I'm gonna find some of that for you, and I'm gonna make you shine. All right. But in the meantime,
And
just
then
relax.
as he says that, Blitz, all you hear is a scraping of steel getting closer and closer and closer towards you. And it sounds terrifying. It sounds as though the scraping is running against the ground.
God. So he's like it sounds like his sword dragging, basically. Is what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you hear that? Do you hear that?
What, are you afraid? I'm not afraid. Are you afraid?
Well, I mean, can you die?
I don't know. I haven't yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. So
Sucks for you.
yeah, it does suck. I'm gonna be quiet. My friends are sleeping. We're getting rest. I'm hoping to God this thing just hoping to time more. This thing just goes right by us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he just gets quiet.
Be a
And-
follower yet. You'll just see. Just wait and see.
And then, Blitz, you hear the scraping kind of take a turn almost, and it goes in a different direction.
Like away.
Yes, but it sounds like it's going south instead of back the way it came.
All right. So my back is to the door, which is facing which direction?
So it seems like it's going to your right now.
So it's going south. So my back would be facing.
If your
West.
back's your back is facing west, your front is facing east.
Okay. All right. And he's just like, I mean, Blitz is just kind of breathing, like, all right, just a few more hours, I can do this.
Yeah, you can do it. You can sit in front of a barricaded door. Yeah, it's real heroic.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know. It's very, very heroic. Also, very keeping me alive.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just kind of like puts up with any Mage Bane trash talk for the next however many hours. Over the next...
All right, and the night or your watch fades, and everybody is alive and healed up, and all of your spells slots are back.
Yay! Fight meant nothing. I'm back to full health. See, boys, you're all worried.
How's your foot?
Oh, I got attacked by 17 people. Didn't matter.
Oh, real quick before we move on, was one of the stones that Nephit took, was one of those obsidian, or was that not?
No, it was onyx.
Okay. Onyx.
Oh, no, that's right. You're right.
Don't even think about my stones.
No, at this point now, okay, is obsidian a rare gem, or is that relatively easy?
It's not common, but it's.
But I could find it. At
You'll
some
be
kind
able
of
to find it.
probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. And so Blitz is gonna relay what he heard to the rest of the team.
They're gonna be like, yeah, that's the guy I was talking about.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, wait, how big? Like, how big? I could take him.
No.
No, but like, how big? Give me a look at him.
Like,
He put these boxes in his door. He starts like moving the boxes away.
And this sort of naturally Blitz starts getting further and further away from the door.
I just want to have a peek.
Where did this barricade come from?
it wasn't there when I went to sleep.
Don't you guys worry. That was
Are you scared? You scared, Blitz? Yeah, I bet he's nothing. I bet he's not even big. Starts moving the boxes away. Peeks his little head outside the door. I don't know what he sees. Does he see him? Big boy?
Nope.
No, it's gone. There's nothing out here. What are you worried about?
I just say that it sounded like it went to the south.
Let's go
Isn't
south.
that's where we came from, right? Through that door.
Well, we can't. Well, then we go the south direction we came from, or is north the direction we came from?
No, you came from the west down the hallway.
Okay, so we open the door and there's basically we're at a 4-point junction kind of thing.
Nope, there's just the hallway, and then there's that big open space in the hallway that leads south into that long cavern.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And you can see now, you see almost like a pathway that has been dug into the stone surface, as though something was dragged along it so hard that it cut into the stone.
And it's from the back. Hey there, Frank. See that rivet? That's a sword. Yeah. If you want to follow it, be my guest.
That tells me it's probably blunt.
Your funeral.
Probably a blunt size. No, I'm not even worried. It'd be small.
I don't think that's a sword. It looks like a well-designed drainage trench.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that guy is such a nerd.
Let's go down.
Oh my god.
We tell him to follow it and go get us some water then.
Yeah, it seems like this is the way we should go.
I mean, I'm on my way. Like I'm riding the direwolf.
So
I'm following it. I'm not scared.
So Frank, as you go into the large cavern, and Brother Cornelius, you follow him, you see that there is a pool of water in the center of this cavern where that has a unlit fire pit next to it. But there is a little well in the middle of this cavern. And you see 3 caverns that shoot off of this, 3 alleyways. One that goes east. You see one that goes southeast, and then one that goes southwest.
Don't even think about it, Gnome. Don't even think about it.
Does the line in the ground go to any one of the caves?
It goes to all 3 of them.
Oh boy.
Fantastic.
But first,
Let's. I think
dress,
it's.
you know,
Don't,
I'm very full after that
No,
orc last
no.
night.
Gnome.
Often he maniacally sits on the well,
Oh.
pops to squat on the well.
No, are you pooping in it?
Yeah. He told me to. Stone suggested it, and I was like, all right, I'm fully committed.
No
So
such
Frank's
thing.
like, I really need to go, and Bob joins him. They both just like, they both
You
do
taught
that.
your pig to shit in a well?
Yeah. And then we shit in the well. Are we getting any more visions this time?
They're on.
That was pretty cool last time. It was a whole vision. I tripped balls. It was awesome.
This time, as you hear a boop, you just get water that splashes up onto your behind.
Oh, backslash.
Flashback.
That's honestly terrible, but still worth it.
Hey, while he's taking a poop, Eric, I want to. Nefitz wants to. He's gonna light up that fire pit.
Okay. So, at Nefitz, as you spark the fire, the room illuminates, and you see that down the corridor that goes east, you see that it ends about 15 feet down the corridor itself, and there is just tons and tons of those supply crates that had been littered about this room, but they are from floor to ceiling at the end of the hallway.
Well,
And then you have two corridors on the south of this room, one that goes southeast and one that forks to the southwest. But you can only see so far before they veer. You see about 20 feet in on each direction, and it veers to the east and west, and then you can't see past that.
Do we know that Blitz isn't building more barricades over there? That wall of crates isn't Blitz, right?
You don't think it is. You haven't seen him working yet to do it.
Okay.
While Nefit's working on the fire and Frank's shitting in a hole, Blitz is gonna kind of come up next to Cornelius
Mm-hmm.
and give him 50 gold. Like pull it out of his pack and just give him 50 gold. Like, hey brother, I found this in one of the rooms. I don't want to say anything to the other guys, but you know, here's my tithing for the day.
Brother Blitz, Timora blesses you as always. You are the first to my healing spells.
I appreciate that.
That elf. What's your take on that elf? Kind of shady.
He's a little shady. Yeah, I don't know if I trust him just yet, but he seems to be pretty resourceful, and I mean, how often do you find allies in a place like this? So
Well,
I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
that's what has me worried is exactly that. How often do we find allies in a place like this?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on him. I got your back though. I got you.
And I have yours.
Should I go over there and
Boy,
shove
get a room.
that other gnome in the well?
I am not going near the other gnome.
All
or
right.
the
All
well.
right. All right. Cheers. All right. Let's do our best not to get killed. And then Blitz is gonna walk away and try to go. All right, go help Nefit work on or look through these crates and stuff.
Okay. So you're pulling the crates apart and pulling them down, and what you notice, Nefitz, is that you can see past the crates now, and the hallway continues another 20 feet. And at the end of the hallway, there is an iron gate with an iron door in it, a gated door.
Okay, so I just shout to everybody, "Hey, come take a look."
Well, it's like not so loud. There's something giant running around in here.
Okay, not you, giant, but everybody else, come take a look.
I've got an idea. What if someone was scared of that giant thing, like a blitz? What if there's like another blitz around, and they wanted to barricade this passageway from the giant thing?
Cool, let's unbarricade it.
Yeah, that way they're screwed. And he's
Bob,
really-
are you having a no? Frank, are you? Wait, which one's Frank? Frank, are you having another vision from Poopy Time? What's...
Dude, and I am, and it does not end well for you. Or that elf, but most importantly you. Does not end well. You'll find out. It's all good. It's all good.
So what's
So,
up
I mean,
with this? What's up with this gate then that we're looking at? Brother Cornelius walks down and takes a look to see what.
Okay, so Brother Cornelius, you walk past everybody, you pull the rest of the crates down, and you're able to walk up to this iron grate, and you can see it leads into a long, 50-foot long rectangle room that in the center of it, you see a stairwell that goes down into the ground. And you see a door on the northern side of this room. On the northern end, you see another door that is shut, but it is a carved relief of a giant dwarven face. And before you, in this iron grate, or this iron gate, there's a door, an iron door, barred door that has a padlock on it.
Wait, okay, so sorry. So there's the gate, and there's a door in front of the gate.
Well, there's a door in the gate that is locked by a padlock.
Okay. So
Inside
like one of those
the
fire doors that could go up, but it also has a door where you can go through it too.
Mhm.
Okay, like the Ghostbusters door.
And behind the iron gate, it's a 30-foot room, but that's in width and 50-foot long. And there's a stairwell that runs down the center of the room, down into the ground. And on the left side of the room, the northern tip, you see another door that is a relief of a dwarven face.
Well,
So it's like bars, so we can see through it into the room. Obviously.
Yep, it's like a jail cell type of.
Right. Blitz is gonna work on the lock, see if he can unlock it.
Okay. So you start to Blitz as you start to take out your tools and pick through the lock. You hear coming from down the hallway behind you. You hear a scraping like you heard the night before, or while you were on your watch.
Wait, which hallway? Sorry.
From behind you.
So it's behind all of us then?
Mm-hmm.
So we can all hear it then.
Yep.
I tell Blitz to work faster.
Yeah, Blitz, his eyes get big and he starts speeding up the process.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
Oh yeah, let you go.
Anything in particular?
For your lock picking.
All right. Is that stealth? What would that be?
You can use stealth.
Stealth?
Yep.
All right. That is a 12 plus 4, so 16.
And you hear the scraping getting closer and closer, and you're frantically picking this lock, and you hear 2 clicks on the lock, sleight of hand. Sorry, thanks, Diretooth.
They're both plus 4. So
it's going to be your dex modifier either way. And so you hear the scraping and the scraping getting closer and closer. And Brother Cornelius, you look back and you see a 15-foot tall ogre that is covered in bone, has a bone armored plate chest piece hanging around his front torso, and you just see skulls that go down his back. And you see a sword that is 3 feet wide and thick, dragging behind him. And he's about 20 feet away from the entire party right now. As Blitz, you hear the final click, and the lock opens for you.
Guys, I know this is a inopportune time, but I just wanted to point out I was totally incorrect about that whole sewage trench thing. It was actually this giant sword carving it in the ground.
Guys,
And
I
then
know
Brother
this is a
Cornelius
really-
busts through the door.
This is a
jumps-
really inopportune time, but I want to admit I was wrong. He's freaking huge. Let's go. It's like freaking out.
And so, yeah, Blitz unlocks it, opens the door, goes inside, and is trying to get everyone in so he can then shut and relock it.
Okay. So-
And everyone gets in safely, and
We get all the farm animals.
Yep. So everybody gets in. Blitz, you close the gate and you lock it, the padlock on the inside of the gate, and you see this ogre getting closer and closer. What do you guys want to do? You see there's a door that you can see on the northern wall of this room that is a relief of a dwarf face, and there are steps that are going down into the ground.
Is the ogre acting like it sees us, like it's moving towards us, or is it just like feel like it's on an AI path?
Nope, it's coming towards you now.
Was it speeding up, or was it just moving the same pace?
Nope, Paulie doesn't move for anyone.
Paulie.
Ollie.
I'm gonna tell everybody else they can go ahead, and I'm gonna fire my longbow through the grate at it.
You're gonna piss it off. All right, I'm gonna go look at the door with the dwarven face on it.
Okay.
Can we? Sorry, I'll wait till Steve is done.
So, Steve, you're going to fire off an arrow at this ogre?
Yeah,
Okay, go for it.
that's not good. That's not good. That's unfortunate. Get it? Unfortunate. Yeah, I got a 4.
Mate, hilarious.
Is that what, do you get 4 and then add all your extra stuff? Okay.
What do I get to add to it?
You get to add your
Plus
dex,
6, right?
your dex modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so I got an extra 6 on top of that.
So 10.
That's better.
It's better
Not
than
good.
4.
Not good.
So you fire an arrow through the iron bars, and you just see it gently slice just nick the neck of this ogre as it screams and not screams but grunts at you and starts to move even quicker now towards the door.
Did I by chance get his jugular and now he's just gushing?
No. He
You
laughed.
sure?
He laughed at you very pathetically. As
It's a little late now, but how serious is that gate? Like, was it like meaty, like it's meant to hold back a 15-foot ogre, or is it more of a like this hold back orcs?
this hold back orcs.
Oh shit! All right, I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at that door faster. And
Okay.
Is it locked?
Do you want to try and open it?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna like kind of lean up against it and like really quickly kind of like if I hear anything, if there's nothing making noise immediately, I try to open it.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
So I immediately like pull it, like see if it unlocks my hand before I yank it.
Okay. So you start to pull it, and there's no. It doesn't feel like it's locked.
All right, so I'm gonna like try to be stealthy about it, but I'm gonna open that door to see. You know.
Actually, before he tries to open it, Brother Cornelius taps him on the shoulder. Can I
You're cutting out.
roll? Sorry, that's on me.
Bad connection. Through a bridge.
The dwarf, is it recognizable or familiar, or is it just kind of a generic dwarf? Is there something like in
Is it like Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf?
Yeah. No. You can make a history check if you want.
Okay. I will do that. And it's just a 20-sided die.
Mm-hmm.
Frank would have just put his shoulder into it.
Yep, we just ran right into it.
I rolled is it just a natural number? I just rolled 9.
And you add your modifier.
Yeah, history is their wisdom, right?
Yep.
No, it's int.
Or
Intelligence.
int. Yep. Unless you're
Wisdom?
int.
Then it's 12.
Okay. So you recognize the face as Durgadin, the old creator of this forge.
The master bladesmith, Durgadin.
Yeah, hurry up and open that door, Blitz. Let's get
All
to
right.
it.
So he's gonna pull it open faster than before.
Okay, Blitz, as you start to pull it open, you see the ogre now take his giant blade and is smashing the 3-foot in width blade against the iron posts, trying to break the iron gate down.
Frank's just watching it like, yeah, this ain't gonna last long. I mean, I reckon I could take him, but like I'm 55% sure.
And it's one of those things where like I like
that's
to
just-
imagine that Frank is like he thinks he's talking to us, but we're already through the door.
Like, I'm just looking backwards, like as I'm staring at this guy. I'm like, maybe 54%, 53. Just like,
I'm gonna knock one more arrow and shoot it at him.
Okay, so Blitz and Brother Cornelius, make me a dex check.
No shit. It's a dex save.
Yep.
I think I have some saving throw special.
Oh god,
stuff.
you're gonna fucking need it.
I rolled a
Great.
17. Is it just a dex check?
Yep.
I rolled a 17.
Okay, Blitz.
I don't. Oh, that's a 10.
Okay, that's what you need. So, Blitz, as you open the door, start to open this dwarven face up, you hear a couple clicks, and it sounds like a dropping of a weight. And from around the sides of the dwarven face, you now see this lava comes shooting out these spout holes. There are 4 spout holes on each side of the face, the top, the left, and the right, as you now get covered in fired lava. And you would have taken 22 points of damage, but you needed a 10 on your save, as you're able to jump out of the way, but you just get a little bit onto your armor, and you take 12 points or 11 points of damage each.
God damn.
I'm spaghetti.
I'm very squishy.
And you.
Oh wait, so that was on the door.
Mm-hmm.
So there was lava somehow built into the door.
You see that now, after you've dove out of the way, you see the lava was pouring out of small little holes that were around the door.
Okay.
And
Can
you see lava now is going down the stairwell.
Oh, we need to
Is
go
it
down
is it
there.
walkable, or is it like lava has covered it?
No, it's walkable. You can kind of make your the stairwell is so wide. It's about 15 feet wide, so you can.
This is the stairwell behind the door, or the one in the middle of the room?
The one in the middle of the room.
What was behind the door?
You just see mechanisms.
So it's not like, I mean, can I look to see if there's like meant to be anything, or was it just a trap the whole time?
Just a trap the whole time.
Fuck.
I knew it too. Knew it.
That sucks. All
In the,
right, I'm gonna look for another door or some other kind of way out that doesn't involve going. Or there was another door, wasn't there?
Nope.
No, just the stairwell.
And the dwarven door.
All right, I'm gonna.
And you all see the ogre smashing on the
52.
All right, so at this point, Blitz is gonna turn like, ow, and then he's gonna look down the stairs. Like I have night vision, so.
Yep. You can only see 60 feet down, and you don't see anything. You can see that the lava still keeps flowing down.
So the stairs are longer than 60 feet. All right, I'm gonna start working my way down because I just do not want to be anywhere near the thing.
Brother Blitz, before you make way, I believe it's our tradition to let the giant over there, gnome giant, go first down any stairwell.
I at this point, I think he's waiting for the giant, the actual giant, about to get through the boss. So I think I'm not waiting for
There's definitely
that.
time to break tradition.
Yeah,
Let's go.
now's a good time.
Yep, right after you.
Okay, so Frank, you see Frank and Nefitz, you see Cornelius and Blitz beeline it down the stairwell after being narrowly escaping being burnt alive by lava from the dwarven door.
Wait, Elf, what did I call you again?
Handsome.
Tasty meal or something? Wait, tasty. I'm going with tasty.
All right.
What the fuck?
You should just sit here, bro. Like, I reckon you got him. No, like, honestly, I reckon you're better than me. You got him. One of the few times Frank will admit this. But I reckon you got him, buddy. And I'm just gonna leave. I reckon you got him, and I start heading down the stairs. It's one of the few times I think I'm outmatched.
And Blitz, you see Frank just charging down the stairs behind you.
Walking backwards, just like picking up pace, but not charging. Just like taking steps backwards, keeping an eye.
Okay. Nefitz.
All right.
I don't.
I'm gonna fire another arrow at this guy.
Okay.
Like this commotion all behind you. Just like, yeah! And you're just like,
All right.
Roll the hit.
I got a 16.
Totally hits. Give me some damage.
We had 22 with his modifier, wouldn't he?
Yep.
Oh yeah. What's my? Oh, with my what modifier is that one?
It's going to be your dex modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh, so +8. Okay.
8 or
No,
6?
6.
No,
4.
I have. Oh, sorry. +6 is dexterity, right?
Why you lie?
I lie all the time. Okay. So now damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is that garbage?
What'd you get?
3.
That's a 3.
You don't
So-
roll a d20 for damage, though. Is that the right one?
No, yeah, you don't roll a d20 for damage. You roll your
Oh.
1d8 for damage.
So we'll pretend that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
We can.
4. Okay.
Okay, and then you add your dex modifier on top of that.
So +4 is 8.
Mm-hmm. So you shoot an arrow, and it flies through the iron bars. It chips off of the sword and lands. It cracks one of the skulls on his pauldrons and sticks into his shoulder blade as this ogre is now looking at you, laughing.
I laugh with him.
And then he takes his sword away from the iron gate and then smashes it through the gate, and you see 6 of the bars just break off.
Oh.
I do that turn heel thing and run down the stairs.
And Brother Cornelius and Frank and Jack and Blitz, you see Nephits running down the stairs after you guys. And that's where we're going to end for the evening.
And I say, damn it.
That was a good session.
I still reckon I could take him, but
Yeah.
Later.
You do that.
But
I like that I
I've got
healed. I got a long rest to heal and immediately got like less than I was when we went to sleep.
And you're all level 4 now, except for Nephits, who already was level 4.
Hey. Do we need to take a long rest before it's active, or are we good?
Your long rest was the one you took in the room.
Ooh. Okay. How does that work on this?
All right, so Stone, if you click on your character name on D&D Beyond,
Okay.
like your icon or whatever, you just literally click the icon of your character, and then I think you hit Manage Levels,
Oh, there it is.
and then you can just turn it to level 4, and it should be like you can do all this new stuff now.
Does it
What's it
automatically
ability
do my
for?
hit points?
No, you roll your hit points.
No, it does. It gives you your hit points.
What's an ability
No,
score?
I just got owned. It gave me like 2 hit points. Lame.
Oh, I don't know. I went from 21 up to 27.
Yes. So what's everything I do when I level up? Because I'm not on D&D Beyond, so I didn't know.
All right, we can do this after we're done.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
thank you very much. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm dead, but that was good. I was here for you, boys.
Good sesh.
I'm enjoying. I've got blackmail material on Steve now, so that's fun.
I mean, I'm getting closer to Beyonce, so that's cool.
You might get a little bit too close and get eaten like that orc. Just warning you.
I mean, there are worse things to happen than being eaten by Beyonce.
That's true.
So, question: what
Actually,
does ability score improvement mean?
You get to actually increase. You get to increase a single ability score by 2 points, or 2 ability scores by 1 point each.
Okay.
Well, which ability is that? Is that
Okay, so I can
strength,
do
or is that specifically like acrobatics and stuff like that?
No. It's one of your main ability scores. Acrobatics is an ability you use
So I
with
could
your
increase strength or something.
Yep.
But then I've got to figure out which ones. At what point do they give a bonus point? Isn't that right? Because like for the proficiency bonus and stuff like that.
So your proficiency bonus increases with your level. So when you look in the player's handbook, you have a table, and at certain levels, your proficiency bonus will go up to 3 and then 4.
I'll do it later.
Yep. So for you, Lannon, if you increased your ability modifier, your strength ability modifier, or your strength ability by 2, it'll depending on where you're at, it could increase your ability modifier. So instead of adding 4, you'd add 5.
What is this feat that?
You can also add
sorry.
feats. Instead of taking your ability
I
score,
can have 3 feet.
no, yeah.
I can run fast.
You're gonna become a centipede eventually.
In the player's handbook and in some other source books, there are feats that you can take. Feats were a bigger thing in 3.5 and 3.0, but they're still around, and it gives you just extra abilities. So what you'll do is, instead of taking your ability modifier bonus, you can take a feat instead.
Oh, that's fun.
Yep.
Okay. And do I have to let you know what? Okay.
No.
I'll do some research.
Yeah. Just let me know what you take, but anybody can take them.
Yeah. What do rogues attack with? Is it Dex?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the weapon you're using, but typically it's Dex.
Like a short bow? Would that be?
Yep. Range combat is usually always Dex.
Okay.
For the most part. Short swords are Dex, but like a long sword is going to be a strength roll.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever
Unless
that.
you have a feat or some ability that makes it a finesse weapon.
Yeah, I can bump up from +2 dex up to 3 with 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
And strength I could go up to, or constitution. What is constitution for?
Constitution is your health. So when you level up like you just did, let's say you had a +3 modifier, right, to your constitution, you would roll your class hit point die, which, you know, whatever it is, and then you would add your constitution modifier, and that gives you your HP increase.
Okay. Yeah, I think I might take 2 points then.
I'm gonna add a point to wisdom and a point to constitution.
Yeah, I'm doing dexterity and constitution.
I'm gonna get a bed. This is good, boys. Are we still streaming? Say you stream.
All right. Well,
All
Landon,
right.
I'll see you in Austin pretty soon.
Me too.
Yeah.
Landon, when do you get in again?
Friday early Arvo, leave Sunday late Arvo.
Okay, well, I definitely want to meet you in person.
No, you don't.
Hey, we'll have beers or something.
Was that?
I said
Beers.
we'll have beers or something.
Yeah.
Beers.
Beers.
Something
And we should
or-
even drink beer too.
Yes, Mike.
Yeah.
All right. So that being said, no D&D next week because RTX is gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah, and I wish I'd see you guys, but I'll be at Gen Con, so next year.
Have fun there.
Oh, I will.
Want to hear
See,
stories?
we'll get you on RTX next year, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
If you're not filming a TV show.
No.
Me, I'm big actor, man.
Fancy.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Bye, internet.
See you guys. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.